It is Ron from Ron's Computer Videos. I am coming to you live from Steve's dining room. And I just wanted to do a quick video to talk about some of the neat stuff that I picked up this year at VCF East, which just wrapped up today. And I figured I would show you all of the neat stuff that I got. And what I'll start with is some things that I got from Steve himself, which is a new shirt that he is producing that you can get out in Mac 84's shop. And it says, Sit Happens. So .sit. So that is the extension for, Stuff It Archives on the Macintosh. And so it is available in, I just thought this was very funny. And this is in shirt form out on his website. And he also has kind of a funny little sticker version of it. So I was able to pick that up at his booth. That was really cool. And he also had another one, and I think he has this on a shirt as well. If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. So, scuzzy problems, right? So anyway, I thought that was fun. So thank you, Steve. I got a ton of other stickers. The first day that we actually got to the show, everybody and their uncle had been sticker bombed by the Taylor and Amy show, which was really funny because some of them were kind of hidden in less obvious places than others. And so it was really cool. I didn't know that Taylor and Amy were actually coming to the show until they posted a picture that they were on the plane. So, but it was really, really great to see them. And they're both a hoot and always have. So positive. That's probably the thing I'm going to say most about them. They're just so positive and fun and so excited to be part of the retro computing hobby. So if you don't watch their channel, you definitely should. If you have not been to an event where they're at, make it there and meet them because they're both really great. I also got some fun things from Glitchworks. It's a sticker that is his logo for his website and all of his branding and stuff. And then there's a fun little PAL chip, and this is sort of a copy of the little logo that used to appear in like old sort of design spec docs and things like that. Oh, hey, Emmy. Hopefully you heard the very nice things I said about you. But it's kind of copied because I guess this little character was part of that, and so so it was just something fun to make a new copy of, and I can't wait to put that on my sticker board. So, some other stuff from DIY. Power's broken. It's a funny little sticker. Saw one of those too. That was pretty neat. And he also had several different stickers that were like iMacs, and they're very neat colors. I really like it. They're very kind of gentle. I have issues with color vision, but I think I can pretty much pick these out. I think they're really cute, and I know these went fast, so I very quickly kind of picked up one of each. Hey, Mike. So that is that. He had a really great display, and it was all stuff that had to do with like analog video. So he had like a Mac TV and a 20th anniversary Mac with like a capture card and some other stuff. So, hey, you go, Bob. And so it was just kind of neat to see like people playing. I think it was Super Nintendo using. I'm pretty sure it was Super Nintendo using the Mac TV as sort of like a television. I thought that was kind of cute. There was also a big display that had tons of different Macintosh machines from all across basically the 40 years of Mac. There was a Mac XL, so sort of like a retrofitted Lisa. There was a 128, a 512, a Plus, an SE, and SE30. There was even like a G4 Cube and some newer kind of Macs as well. But this is the sticker they were giving out. And I thought this is very pleasing to kind of look at. I really, really like the art on this. So I can't wait to put this on my sticker wall too. RTC was there. I think they're now celebrating 10 years as a club. And so they had some special stickers set up and also a really cool display that was because the theme of this year's VCF East was about the sort of like the history of the GUI and sort of like the rise of the graphical user interface. And so they had a display there that had basically like a copy of oh gosh, what do you call it? Windows Windows Neptune or Windows Memphis. It's basically it's like the it's not Memphis because I think that was the 95 beta, but it's the Windows 98 beta, which I think is called Neptune. They had that there, and then they also had Copeland running on a Power Mac. I think it was a Quadra 6, or not Power Mac, but a Quadra 650. And so it ran really, really poorly, but that's just how it is. But it was just kind of neat to be able to sit there and just kind of play with the bare bones of what could have been for both of those two operating systems. Leo was there from Nabu.ca, and he and his wife had these wonderful stickers. And I guess if you peel these off, they're kind of transparent, so you can put them on things, and they kind of like whatever's behind it kind of shines through. They're very neat. And I saw a lot of people had put these on their phones and things, and so I'm gonna take them home and put them on my sticker wall. I also got lots of bricks. I have one of these, just the regular one, but I got sparkly bricks now too. So I really think that's pretty great. So I love those as well. Let's see. The big bad biologist, John had a table there, and I really wanted to come and talk to him. I was able to feature some of it in the live stream, but they had to pack up and kind of get going. Gutbomb says Neptune was going to be the bridge between 98 and 2000, and then they gave up and gave us Windows ME. I'm not sure we're better off for that. But John had a lot of neat stuff on his display as well, including his Mac 2 that has the PGA to it's like the PGA socket to the, oh God, what is that called? It's PLCC, whatever those PLCC sockets are. He had a display that was basically like had those set up to where it's like just a million little strands of wire that just kind of where you could use the one type of chip in another socket. But I have a couple of these stickers, but it's always good to have an extra one. So thank you, John. I didn't know that RetroTech Chris was going to make it until I started seeing pictures that he was there on site. And I think that was kind of a nice surprise. There were a lot of people there this year that I didn't expect to see that ended up making appearances. And Chris has kind of refined a little bit of his logo, like the font and stuff. I think that he was previously not using a serif or a font that had like all these little accents and stuff on it, and I really like it. So Chris hasn't been making a lot of YouTube content in the last few months or so, but he absolutely has been making like big moves over on Twitter, X. Lots of posts where it's basically like just photographs, and it'll be like it kind of tells a story across 7 or 8 posts. So if you haven't been following, I understand Twitter's a hell site. I get it, but you can block dumb people, and I fully encourage you to do that so that you can actually see cool content like what Chris is making. Yeah, and I did. I ran into Leo and DJ, and I got my picture taken, or I took my picture with both. They both had panels today at the event, and they were both pretty educational. It's very exciting to listen about kind of what's moving in the Nabu community and everything that DJ's been up to, and listening about Leo being like a teenage programmer and turning around and, sort of helping kickstart this kind of gaming and computing revolution, just decades later. They also had some neat kind of corporate artifacts and things that were for Naboo execs back in the day that they were showing off, and I've got a couple pictures of those, and I'll post that on social media later. The event itself had some neat little stickers, like this one right here that's kind of showing hauling away things from maybe the giveaway pile. I thought these were really neat. Reggie, that was working at not consignment, but basically like the event store this year, had a bunch of these, and so I picked one up. And I thought it was pretty fun. I really like it. Also got a couple of other stickers. I like this logo. It makes me think about like M Audio and stuff. But of course the color gradient and stuff is always fun. And some also, I love this too. This just, it's very, these static electricity dust motes are kind of cute. I can't wait to put that and display it as well. I ended up taking 25 of my battery kits to the event, and they sold really well. I gave away a few of them, of course, because that's just kind of how it goes. But then a lot of people that I tried to give them away to were very insistent that I take money. so I took their $3. But this is the V3 of my battery board. And what it does that maybe previous versions didn't have is it does have some updated silk screening on it to let you know kind of what's going on with the on-off switch situation. But if you have a retro computer that you maybe don't play with every day, but you want to have a clock battery in it, maybe you have to have a clock battery in it, with this kit, you can install a CR2032, and then you have a couple of different options. There's a 2.54 mil header, and there's also solder through-hole connections. And basically what you do is you just run leads over to wherever your battery is. You can tack it directly to the board, or if you go out to my Thangs page, which is accessible off ronscompvids.com, you can very easily get some 3D printed models that you can solder it on there. You run wires, you wrap it around the ends of the little battery, pop it into the holder, and there you go. So, Mike, if you need one of these, I will certainly pop one in the mail to you. So I need to make another batch because I think I just had 100 of them made. Because I sent 50 of them to Joe, and then I kept 50, and I took 25 to the show, and then this is all that's left from the show. So I feel good that people kind of understand the importance of maybe having some good battery hygiene on their retro machines, so that way that in another 20 years we don't have more stuff that's broke. Oh yeah, by the way, it has my little battery buster logo on the back too. So my friend Jamie Hitchcock did the artwork on this. And I think she does amazing work. You can, I think Smith's Happens is her website. If you're working on a retro project, definitely reach out to her. She'd love to help you out. So, my friend Kat from K-Fest was there. She made some very cute cards. She does Twitch streaming most weekends and stuff like that. Plays a lot of retro games. I think she's going through the Wizardry series right now. She was telling me that there is actually sort of a, I'm going to get it wrong, but basically, like you think about that there's like a total replay where it encapsulates, or it kind of has archived off like a ton of different Apple II games. There's kind of like a version of that, and she's playing through it, which it gets rid of the need for having all the individual discs, and it'll automatically switch between discs and all that. It's a lot of people put a lot of hard work in it, but if you like retro gaming and retro streaming, like for Apple II and things like that, definitely give Kat your attention. Okay. So something else that I saw while I was there, actually, I think I'm kind of ready to maybe talk about things I purchased because, oh yeah, just a little bit of a plug. Don't forget that the entire month of April is April Apples, a new community event celebrating Apple II. Um, I have not been near a computer in a bit, so I haven't been able to be forwarding links and things like that, but I'll put a little bit of time into that tomorrow. So, okay, so what do I got? What did I purchase? Actually, I'll tell you something else that I got for free. Whoops, sorry, making a bunch of noise. Something else that I got for free that I want to. Oh, hold on, I gotta dismiss an error message. I'm gonna have to speed up, I guess, because my battery's running low. But somebody was very kind, and I'm not name dropping everybody because I don't know if people want to necessarily be mentioned. But this really cool battery cover for the PowerBook Duo. So you basically you take your Duo battery out, you put it in here, you slide the little cover, and it's completely protected. This is sort of neat. I didn't have a Duo back in the day. I do have a Duo now, and I have the appropriate battery for this. So this is kind of fun. This was a nice thing that I was given at the show. Okay, so gonna pump the gas. I also got off the free pile. I only picked up, I think, like one thing off the free pile. This is Grappler Plus. This is a printer interface card for the Apple II. The nice thing about this is, of course, yes, that you can print to parallel printers, but probably the most thing that these are used for these days is you can remove the ROM and you can replace this ROM with a ROM that has soft SP. So if you have Apple II Plus or a 2E, you can add that soft SP ROM, and then guess what? You've got Smart Port support. Yeah, that's good. This is something else that I picked up that there was an artist there that was making these little cards because it was a plotter. This might be tough to actually see on camera, but he had a plotter there that was all programmed with all kinds of different patterns and all kinds of beautiful things. And basically was giving away these cards for free. And these were available at consignment in like packs, but they were printed on postcard material. So you could actually send them out to your retro buddies, which I thought that those were pretty neat. But yeah, there was a ton of different designs and stuff that they were printing that day. And you can get a lot more information about it if you go out. Sorry, I was like, hey, do you have a card? Yeah, he's got a card, all right. If you go out to Paul Rickard's website, which is, I think, just paulrickards.com, you can get more information about all of these neat plotter art. I actually had him make a version of this for me that I'll show as soon as the final one comes in, because he didn't have the appropriate paper on site. So I just want to make sure that I can get all that. But yeah, definitely check out Paul's website for some of this beautiful art, because this really speaks to me. I really like this a lot. Okay, so let's think what else was happening. Oh yeah, one other thing that I got on the free pile, and then we'll move on to the other stuff. This is a little pack of software. Whoops, that is called the Mac Battery Pack. And what this appears to be is a bunch of desk accessories and tools and things like that. But guess what? The disc is back here. It's never been opened. The original disc is in there. And this appears to be unarchived. So I'm going to go through, and as soon as I get back to reality, I'm going to go ahead and archive this off for future nostalgia. The good folks, I ended up buying a few things from vendors, but our good buddies over there at Tech Dungeon, where retro tech and 3D printing meet, have a ton of new products that are set up and sort of should be to the liking of various retro people. They have a new series of joysticks. They have some joystick adapters for the Apple II. They've got all kinds of new sort of like, there's like a multi-cart sort of thing. Of course, they have their LED signs. But one of the new things that they do is they now have these cartridge trays that are kind of made for like the Atari Lynx and for Commodore 64 games and Atari games and things like that. So those were brand new. They were showing those off for the first time. Plus, they have new options for their retro stands, which, if you remember, I think it was at VCF Midwest last year. They gave me just as sort of just as a friendly gift, gave me one of these stands that had the white sort of like you think about 2000s era Apple logo on it. Well, guess what they have now? They have like a cool the 6-color Apple logo now, and I am really looking forward to it. I'm gonna try to take this home with me on the plane, so I couldn't take the shelf part, but I went ahead and made sure to absolutely pick that up. So it's way cool. They have a new printer that does all that multi like I guess the bamboo. That's probably not what it's called, but I'm not 100% up on that. But in any case, it's very pretty, and I can't wait to put this together in my office at work. Actually, I have a stack of mouse pads here that I forgot to mention, but Steve had a bunch of mouse pads there for sale at the show too. This is Macintosh and Performa and Centris and Quadra and PowerBook and Newton. I really like this mouse pad. He's got several shirts and stuff that look like this as well. Someone that was at the show actually had a ton of these Gateway 2000 mouse pads and was giving those out. I grabbed one of those too. Thank you very much. I did get a VCF mouse pad. This is going to go to my friend Ron Bader, who was not able to make the show. It's where no user has gone before. I really dig this. I think this is very cool. Oh yeah, one more thing. They also have like these little, they printed these just on a lark. I got this for my son. That's Do Not Disturb, Gaming in Progress. I thought those were cool. I did pick up one of their joysticks just for fun. This was the very last Apple one that they had there. I figured I would do a little bit of a review on it since it's more of an arcade style, clicky for April Apples. And I've also got some stuff I got to review for Javier. But this is basically the last thing that I want to show off. They did print some very nice little custom lanyard or sort of placards this year, and they were very nice. They made one that has my name on it, and they had some other ones, and there were the people, the nice folks that I did a panel with. So I picked up some and got them autographed. So Ash said hi. She was on the panel. Kat, who was on the panel as well. Thank you, Kat. Action Retro, who hosted the panel. And I like it. It's kind of like TV noise in the background, sparkly kind of stuff. Amiga Bill, who does, you'll never guess it, he does a ton of Amiga content. Kate wasn't able to make the show this year, but she was kind enough to help benefit the show. She did send in some, or signed a few of these placards. So I picked up one for Kate, and then got one for our good buddy Steve, Mac84. And this is my exhibitor thing. So anyway, that's really it. That was the show. There's a lot of fun stories that would take hours to go into, new friendships made, things like that. So I really hope that everyone considers making it to, there's a lot of regional events now. They all have their own flavor. But make it to a VCF event this year if you can. They're a lot of fun. So I want to thank everybody for taking a few minutes out of their evening and spending it with me. I think Steve and I are going to go ahead and work on a couple of shorts while I'm here. Maybe have a little bit of fun with that. But I just, again, wanted to say, Sloopy says you exhibited at the exhibition. That is between me and the local constabulary. In any case, I want to thank everybody for taking a few minutes and spending it with me this evening. And as I always say, Apple II forever.